Coming up today, it's another episode of the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddle. We'll recap a couple of wins for UNCW. 5 wins in a row now for the Seahawks, getting ready to close out the regular season. We sit down with Gavin Walsh, our Pepsi player profile. We'll hand out this week's weekly awards, take a look at the standings, and look ahead to the last 3 games for UNCW, 2 at home. All that coming up this episode of the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddle.
Gets a screen from Wester. Stutter dribble, drives in, spins. Far sideline in the left corner. It's May. High arcing 3. Knocks it in. Ross driving left baseline and dunking it against the defense.
The Seahawks continue to win. Mike Vaccaro here alongside Takeo Siddle, head coach of the Seahawks. 2 games last week, 2 more wins for UNCW, coach. And let's get right to it here. We start with the first game last week was against a very good Monmouth team. You guys, the hottest team, they're right behind you coming in, winners of 5 of the last 6, and certainly the addition to their little point guard made them a different team to look at.
Yeah, and that's what we focused on as a staff, as a program, is the 3 games that they had played with him. Because it was a completely different look, especially on offense. You know, he's a dynamic scorer, dynamic playmaker. So we really wanted to dive into those 3 games and evaluate them. Going into it, Mike, we knew that they play extremely hard. In my opinion, one of the top, hardest playing teams in our league. You're talking about the extra competing, just everything that comes with it. So we knew we were going to have to bring that to the door, in the door with us. And so that was the first point that we tried to get across to our guys. And we knew that they presented some problems on both ends of the floor, created a lot of chaos, played with a lot of freedom. So our guys really locked into that, and I thought we were really, really good in the game with handling all of those things.
And handling the basketball, because that was one thing. They turn over their opponents at a pretty high clip, but you guys took care of the basketball.
Yeah, that was the number 1 key on that end of the floor. You know, take care of it. Don't be reckless. Make sure we talk about shot selection turnovers a lot, Mike, because that fuels their transition. They're really good in transition. So our guys really did adhere to the game plan, and we were able to come away with a great win.
And it was a back and forth game, but you guys able to pull away down the stretch. Again, this is a team, your team, that just knows how to finish these games.
Yeah, Mike, it came down to us, you know, taking a stand on the defensive end of the floor and letting that fuel us. And on the offensive end, it was 11:32 on the clock, I think, and we, you know, we really buckled down and started putting some stops together.
Exciting game, good crowd in Trask Coliseum last Thursday. Let's take a look at the highlights.
4-0. Right side, May drives all the way in. Nobody picked him up, and he dunks it through. How about that? The seas parted, took advantage. Seahawks on the board, 4-2 Monmouth. Across the floor to Hodge. Hodge pulls up. 3 is good. A little dribbling had Torres twisted around. Hodge open and knocks in the 3. Ball right there for UNCW. Lamoth bounce pass to Ross. Ross jams it home with his right hand. Timeout, King Rice. Seahawks on a run. Ross, the energy guy, emphatic with the chest bumps on the sideline. D right back into Durr, out to Lamoth. Lamoth 3. Great ball movement. Lamoth finishes it with the 3.
You're the only one that didn't touch the ball that sequence.
Out front, Hodge passes up a 3, gives it off to Williams. He'll take a 3 from the right wing, and he'll hit the 3 from the right wing. Greedy Williams, 17th 3 of the season. Seems like when he makes them, they come in big spots in attack here. 5, off to Lamoth. The 3 from the wing is all net. Ball will get into McLean. McLean to Rivera. Torres won't get the shot off in time, and Lamoth hits a big 3 to end the half. 8 first-half points for Jonathan Lamoth. Rivera Torres defended by Ross. Knocked away now by Lamoth. Lamoth up with it. Races down the floor. Shot is good. He's fouled as well.
Big play at the defensive end. Anticipation. Then he bats the ball forward to lead to the break. And then the 3-point opportunity.
Give it to Williams. He saves it in to Hodge. Baseline to baseline, nearly turned it over. Hodge, 3 for the lead.
Pass left, not open. Pass right, not open. I'll take the shot.
To go, trying to extend their lead. Finds a trailer. Hodge, 3 on the way, is all net for Nolan Hodge.
There's the communication. Durr has it. You can see Hodge calling as the trailer. It's now a 7:01, the last 104 for the Seahawks.
Sideline. Wessler sets a screen for Hodge. Goes to the top of the key. He'll pop a 3 straight on and knock it in.
He wants it.
He's feeling it. 11 points in this half, 16 for the game, 64-58 UNCW. Far sideline, Ross, 7 on the shot clock. Inside to Wessler. Wessler flips it up, scores, and gets fouled. Wessler, the footwork to make it through the lane. Now moves it left, drives it in, bounce past Wessler. Wessler, bank shot, no good. Tip up is 13 second half points for Wessler. Seahawks up by 8. Hodge bounces it back to the inbounder. Hodge down the floor. It's May. May will drive. He'll slam it home. 77-67.
Well, the Seahawks win it by 10, 79-69, the final score. UNCW does a great job again to close things out. Patrick Wessler, coach, finishes with a double-double, but he was in foul trouble first half. All his points coming in the second frame.
Yeah, Mike, he got in some early foul trouble. You know, I thought he missed a lot of chippies around the rim, but he stayed active on the glass. I thought he played really good defense in the second half because that freshman was having his way in the first half on us. But I thought he came back in the game and gave us some really good minutes.
And you look overall, 6 players in double figures, third time that's happened this season. You're such a hard guard because you just don't know who's going to be that hot hand sometimes.
Yeah, Mike, you know, we always talk about it as coaches. Can we please have all of our guys clicking on all cylinders in the same game? And that's the fight for us to continue to try to get to that point. But we had it going in that game, and when we're doing that, Mike, it's tough for people to cover us.
It certainly was in this one. Again, a 10-point win for UNCW at home against Monmouth. We'll take a break. When we get back, we'll take a look at the rivalry game in Bowie's Creek, UNCW and Campbell from Saturday afternoon.
Fact, it's Ford Truck Month, and it's the best time to get a great deal on a new Ford truck. From the company that assembles more vehicles, employs more hourly workers, who help make Ford the best-selling truck brand in the Carolinas. It's Ford Truck Month. Get great deals on a huge selection, and that's a fact. Now get 2.9% financing for 60 months plus up to $6,900 in total savings on select 2025 F-150 trucks.
Hey, grab me one too.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
I'm just being myself, cool as can be.
It's so easy. Get out your own way.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Hot Ham and Cheese, Hand-Breaded Chicken Tender Wrap, or Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger. Mix and match any two, with fries and a drink, just $5.99.
UNCW and Campbell Saturday from Bowie's Creek. Coach, this league is filled with dynamic guards, and a couple of them here, DJ Smith and Jeremiah Johnson, and I thought they were the key trying to shut them down, and you did a really nice job against both those guys.
Yeah, Mike, you know, in the first round when we played them here, those two guys accounted for 59% of their points. And so going into it, that was the emphasis for us, is making sure we limit those guys. I think we held them to 7 for 26 from the field combined. And they never really could get into the game. But we wanted to make sure we focused on them. And then we couldn't let the other guys around them have career nights. And our guys did a really good job locking into those two.
Career night. Well, Jonathan Lamoth had that, at least in a Seahawk uniform, and you needed him. 15 points in the first half, 17 for the game.
Yeah, we were struggling in the first half because we had 3 of our starters on the bench with 2 fouls. And that's the beauty of this team. You know, next man up. You know, you have another good player coming off the bench that is a starter probably if he's healthy all year. So he came in, Mike, and he really saved us in that first half.
And then you're tested down the stretch, but again, some big plays. Christian May had a couple of them. Obviously, the finish by Greedy Williams as well. Again, you guys know how to finish these games.
I think that's the quality that you have to develop through the course of the journey, Mike. You know, being able to handle in-game adversity the right way, being able to respond to it. And we never get down, we never get deflated. When we were faced with some adversity, we got stronger.
Well, a great crowd in Gore Arena, a lot of teal up there in Bowie's Creek as well. Let's take a look at the highlights from Saturday afternoon.
Hodge trails, takes, finds Wessler, way too deep, and one for the 7-footer. What a way for the Seahawks to get on the board. Ross, what a cut. That's an experienced senior that knows his way in the lane in CAA play, isn't it? Hard to the basket. Wessler, in between 3 white jerseys, tipped it to himself. Out to Lamoth, and the NCAA transfer drains it from 3. The Seahawks' first triple of the night. It is physical in the painted area tonight. Lamoth gonna try again. Lamoth gonna hit it again. We are tied for the first time tonight. Really paid off well. DJ Smith off of the bounce. No, and Gregory and Buka collide. Durr's gonna take advantage, put it in, and UNCW goes up 1. The NCAA transfer gives it up to Durr, gets it back. Got it. Boy, Chris Fields is right there. Now we are tied. Leading all scores with 12 points. Might be the guy to give it to him. Wow. That was hesitation with Hoop in his face, and he still gets it to go down. They are going to be within a possession or maybe even take the lead. Williams trying to tie right now, and does. Steps in the wall, gets it. You knew it was just a matter of time. Wessler looks down low. Pump fake, steps back, 3 on the way, got it.
Well, he was quiet that first half, but you kind of figured at the halftime break he was going to be challenged and want to come out here and get it going offensively.
Lamoth. What a move. My goodness. He is feeling it tonight. He has 17 points. W. Dodges a bullet.
Yeah, and strong driver. With both teams playing small, the big men out from each team.
May hits it. My goodness. Williams, a wild shot. Wessler, and 1. Now to Durr. Durr turns on the Jets. Gregory, Campbell's best defender, bodying him up. Tough fadeaway goes down from Durr. Campbell's lead balloons back to 6. Wessler down low, double team. Good drop off to May. That slams it home. They go about 8 deep, but everybody can play, including May. Did it for Towson when they won the regular season last year, and he's doing it for UNCW. In the middle of the lane, Durr finds room, and the foul. Cook got him, and a chance at the conventional 3-point play. Williams to May. May steps into 1, got it. May points to the crowd, and just like that, UNCW with a 6-0 run, up 5. 15 seconds to go. Jeremiah Johnson. He was the hero against William and Mary. Throws the ball away. Williams with 4 seconds to go. That'll ice it. Campbell with a timeout. A huge turnover.
UNCW gets the win, 73-68, the final score. Again, a big play from Greedy Williams there. 17 points for Jonathan Lamoth to lead the way, and you guys, Coach, plus 12 on the glass. That was a big difference, I think, from the first go-around. You guys did a great job on the glass.
Yeah, Mike, we didn't rebound the ball well against Monmouth. They were plus 6, I want to say, and that's probably the 4th time it's happened all year that we've gotten out-rebounded. And, you know, I was happy that we won that game, but that was a point of emphasis coming out. We can never get out rebounded. We need to be better on the glass. And it's hurt us not having Gavin, not having depth. The offensive rebounds is what's hurt us. And we were smashing the glass in that game. I think we'd had 18 offensive rebounds, but continuing to be about rebounding the basketball on both ends is really what's going to get us over the hump.
And the defense outstanding down the stretch. You hold them to 33% shooting the last 5 minutes of that game. So able to close it out, able to get a win on the road in conference play. Now 5 straight wins for UNCW. We'll take a break here talking about Gavin Walsh. He is our subject for our Pepsi Player Profile. That's next.
We understand your time is important, and so is how you measure it. You may want a beautiful timepiece that's able to perform under intense pressure. Or you may want a chronograph with unparalleled accuracy and a sophisticated style. At Reed's Jewelers, you'll find the perfect watch to measure your time. Time is the currency of your life. Measure it well.
Hi, my name is Dr. Claude Jarrett with Wilmington Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, here for your Medical Minute on UNCW's campus. Here in Wilmington, we are fortunate enough to enjoy a lot of sports and outdoor activities. One of the more common injuries that we see this time of year are wrist fractures. The 2 most common type of wrist fractures are distal radius and scaphoid fractures. Both successfully can be treated. However, prevention is always the best. When possible, it's good to remember how to fall. You want to be able to tuck and roll. When you're falling, be aware of your surroundings as well. With Wilmington Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our job is to help patients avoid long lines and expected cost of emergency rooms. We're able to tackle many orthopedic injuries such as acute traumas, fractures, and sprains.
Preparing for the big game, athletes practice countless hours year-round. Then, it's game time. And their fans get to see the results, cheering on their team to a win. At Coastline Insurance, we're working hard behind the scenes, preparing for when you need us, because we want our customers to be our biggest fans. Let Coastline Insurance shop your coverage and find out why we say, when we shop, you win. Find us online at coastlineinsurance.com.
Joey and Hannah here from your local Window World. Window World products are hurricane tough.
Today we have a special guest to put our windows to the test. UNCW's Sammy Seahawk. How about we start with 60 miles per hour?
Sounds good to me.
70?
Let's do it.
How about an 80 mile per hour fastball?
Won't be a problem.
Window World.
Built hurricane tough.
Hey, I'm TJ Carter, 2006 CAA Tournament MVP and Proud alum. Being a part of a winning culture taught me that success takes communication, trust, and teamwork. That's exactly what I bring every day at Southeast Mortgage. Whether you're buying your first home, moving up, or renovating your existing home, my team and I are here to guide you every step of the way. Together, we'll make your home buying journey a slam dunk. So why wait for overtime? Take the shot, call me today, or visit my website below.
Time for another Pepsi Player Profile. Today we highlight Gavin Walsh. And Coach, I know he's the one question you get asked when's he coming back? When's he coming back? Is he coming back? But let's talk about him and what he has done here. You know, when he was healthy, he was a big factor for this team.
Yeah, Mike, you talk about a guy that was, that is forming into a UNCW guy. A guy like Noah and Nolan, those guys that just, they want to be leaders. They want to represent this program the right way. And he's still forming into that, and I think he's embracing it. You know, he was one of our best rebounders. He was one of our toughest kids. He was starting to shoot the ball better. He was a Swiss Army knife for us. We could play him at a few different positions. And so we miss him. And we need him back. We do. But he's been around the program and helped with leading and energizing the group. So he's been a valuable asset to our group.
Yeah, great to have him around this group right now. Kagan Jackson had a chance to sit down with him earlier this season. Here is our Pepsi Player Profile.
This week on the Player Profile, we have Gavin Walsh, the Binghamton transfer from just outside of Baltimore, Maryland. #2 in the country last year in defensive rebounds. So question number one, Gavin. Why is rebounding so important, and why are you so good at it?
First off, Kagan, thank you for having me. It's an honor. Rebounding is real important because, you know, you work so hard in those 30 seconds to get a stop, and if you don't go and get that board, you can't get out on offense, you can't get early buckets in transition, and you got to reset your whole defense. And one thing I've always learned is if a team gets offensive rebounds, it's almost impossible to stop second chance points and reset your defense. So rebounding is just real paramount.
So why are you so good at it?
You know, I think you just have to have a knack for the ball. I feel like a lot of people in today's game are focused on the real flashy things, and sometimes rebound isn't that flashy, but it's a blue-collar job, and it needs to get done. And if you put your mind to it and just outwork the other guys, you're going to get the ball.
Absolutely. So you played at IMG Academy.
1 year.
Yep, 1 year at IMG Academy. Maybe the nicest school in terms of facilities in the country. How did the facilities at IMG Academy compare to other places you've seen?
Well, I mean, obviously IMG, everybody's seen it. It's unbelievable. It's definitely, like you said, one of the best environments to be at as a basketball player and as a student athlete, just in general for high school. But coming to college, UNCW, I got to put UNCW ahead of it because, you know, you got to be where your feet are. So
I'll take that.
Yeah, man.
That's a good answer. That's a political answer.
Absolutely.
Which leads me to my next point. So you're a self-proclaimed patriot. You know, you're
No
big
doubt.
in politics and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Who on our team would you vote for as president?
Wow, that's a tough question. You know, I mean, I'm a pretty humble guy, but I would like to say I'd like to vote for myself to be president. But,
good answer.
But
if you couldn't pick yourself,
you know, I got to go with someone that reminds me a lot of myself. So we're gonna have to go with 5. We're gonna have to go with Noah Ross.
Cinco.
We think the same things. We're very like-minded, and everything he does, I do. Everything I do, he does. So just, you know, if I can't say myself, I got to go with my brother.
Yeah, good head on his shoulders for sure.
No doubt.
Everybody loves Noah Ross. Okay, how many siblings do you have, Gavin?
Got 3 siblings.
So out of the 4 Walsh children, all of them have played or will play collegiate athletics.
Yep. Shout out to the parents. Shout out Annabelle, Big Oriole Hat Rowan, and Dubs, my older brother.
So what does that say about the Walsh family?
You know, I'll tell you what it says. It says growing up we had a hell of a 2-on-2 games. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but we had a ton of 2-on-2 games that just, they were always battles, they were wars, and they kind of remind me of our practices here, just wars every day in and day out, whether it's in the pool, in the backyard, inside, in the basement. We're fighting, man, and it was fun.
So I want to bring this up, and I just thought about this, and I'm glad that I did. So you maybe had been at UNCW like a month, and I see you after practice one day standing right out there in the grass with your shoes off.
Yeah, man.
Just standing there for a solid like 30 minutes. So can you tell the folks at home what you were doing?
Yeah, so another big shout out. So my freshman year became brothers, teammates, but I call it brothers with a guy named Dan Petcash. Check him out, Apex Man Dan on Instagram. He big health guy, taught me all about eating right, taught me all about getting my body right, and one of those things is grounding. So, you know, the earth, it's pretty simple. The earth has currents going through it, and if you connect your skin to the earth, you're gonna get those currents running through you. And a lot of people don't believe it. They call it a farce, but check the research on it. It actually does work.
But you believe it.
Oh, no doubt. I do as much as I can every day. Shout out Dan.
It probably works.
Yeah.
Mind's a powerful thing.
No doubt.
Okay, final question. Everybody's been asked this one. We've gotten pretty good reactions out of this one.
Yep.
Pick one guy on our staff and one of our managers.
Okay.
Somebody's got to buy you a basket. Who are you picking?
Buy me a basket.
Someone's got to get you a bucket at the end of the game.
That's better term.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so coaching staff, I feel like the easy answer is CP, you know.
Who else, right?
But, you know, I mean, so that's obviously, I feel like we say day 0. He's my 0 pick. I'm gonna spice it up a little bit. I'm gonna go Austin Parker, baby. I mean,
I'll tell you what,
AP,
I play a lot with Austin Parker.
Yeah.
He might be a little underrated. Like, the dude will get you a bucket if you
yeah,
need
man.
one.
I mean, I was in camp. We were working camp, and he dunked all over Carboni. So, you know, the rim was 7 foot, but he could get up there.
I mean, a dunk's a dunk.
A dunk is a dunk.
I mean, relatively speaking, that's pretty good for
Yeah.
AP, though.
Yeah, man.
With his height.
And then, you know, manager, you got to go Shragi. I don't think there's a different answer than Shragi. I mean, the kid has experience. He's grown up around basketball through his father. He knows the game And you know, it's just a simple answer. Andrew
Shragi.
Shragi.
That's been the two
Yeah,
toss-ups.
yeah. Hey, you told me though, don't sleep on JP. Don't sleep on JP around the rim, man.
JP,
don't sleep on him.
He's automatic in the post.
Yeah,
you
man.
That ball, he's like DJ Burns. I mean, he's backing you down. I'm telling you.
He's got it.
All right, this has been Gavin Walsh. Gavin, thanks for joining us today. Big things coming from Gavin this year. We'll see you next time.
Fact. It's Ford Truck Month, and it's the best time to get a great deal on a new Ford truck. From the company that assembles more vehicles, employs more hourly workers, who help make Ford the best-selling truck brand in the Carolinas. It's Ford Truck Month. Get great deals on a huge selection, and that's a fact. Now get 2.9% financing for 60 months plus up to $6,900 in total savings on select 2025 F-150 trucks.
Hey, grab me one too.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
I'm just being myself, cool as can be.
It's so easy. Get out your own way.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new spicy chicken sandwich, hot ham and cheese, hand-breaded chicken tender wrap, or charbroiled double cheeseburger. Mix and match any two with fries and a drink, just $5.99.
Time for the Wilmington Health Play of the Week. It was a huge one in Bowie's Creek. Greedy Williams, it's a steal to end the game. Our Play of the Week.
15 seconds to go. Jeremiah Johnson. He was the hero against William and Mary. Throws the ball away. Williams with 4 seconds to go. That'll ice it. Campbell with the timeout. A huge turnover.
Greedy Williams again, the quick hands and the bucket. And Coach, you and I talked on the radio show. You kind of wanted him to pull it out there at the end. He attacks and he closed out the game.
Yeah, I was glad that he ended up finishing it because that really closed the game, like you said. But as a coach, you're always like, just pull it out, get fouled, go make your free throws, let's get our defense set. But those guys, sometimes you have to let them go out there and just read the game and make plays. And that's exactly what he did. And he's so savvy, Mike, to be able to get that steal and go finish the basket. That was a pretty big play in the game.
Yeah, it finished up that game. The Seahawks went up 5 with 2 seconds left in the contest. Our Wilmington Health Play of the Week. Window World Wilmington High Impact Rebounder of the Week. It's Patrick Wessler. Coach, he averaged over 13 rebounds in the 2 games, a career high tying 14 against Campbell as well. And again, he's got to be on the floor because he's an impact player.
Yeah, he is. I mean, you know, from a statistical standpoint, Mike, he's our best player. He should be first team all league. He should be one of the few guys that's getting considered for player of the year. And you talk about his rebounding, Mike, somebody put a stat out. He's like the 5th leading rebounder in the state when you talk about the state schools at the Division I level. So that's pretty impressive. The double-doubles that he's had. I mean, he's just a really impactful player for us.
He is also the Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week. So not just the rebounds, he also averaged 12 points. So he averaged a double-double in the 2 games, shot 50%, averaged a block, 1.5 assists, and a steal as well. So again, not just the rebounds and points. He's such a good passer from the post, especially when he gets double and triple teamed sometimes.
Yeah, he's really grown with that. We talked about Harlan a little bit when we were recruiting him. Harlan was a good passer, but Harlan took a lot of risk. Patrick is a really good passer from the post because he's starting to see doubles. He's starting to see a lot of digs, a lot of traffic down there, and he's starting to make the right play more times than not.
So a good week for Patrick Wessler, good season for him as well. Our Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week. We'll take our final break. On the other side, we'll look at the latest standings and look ahead the last 3 games of the regular season. Amazing how quick a season goes. We'll talk about those games next.
We understand your time is important, and so is how you measure it. You may want a beautiful timepiece that's able to perform under intense pressure. Or you may want a chronograph with unparalleled accuracy and a sophisticated style. At Reed's Jewelers, you'll find the perfect watch to measure your time. Time is the currency of your life. Measure it well.
Hi, my name is Dr. Claude Jarrett with Wilmington Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, here for your Medical Minute on UNCW's campus. Here in Wilmington, we are fortunate enough to enjoy a lot of sports and outdoor activities. One of the more common injuries that we see this time of year are wrist fractures. The 2 most common type of wrist fractures are distal radius and scaphoid fractures. Both successfully can be treated. However, prevention is always the best. When possible, it's good to remember how to fall. You want to be able to tuck and roll. When you're falling, be aware of your surroundings as well. With Wilmington Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our job is to help patients avoid long lines and expected cost of emergency rooms. We're able to tackle many orthopedic injuries such as acute traumas, fractures, and sprains.
Preparing for the big game, athletes practice countless hours year-round. Then, it's game time. And their fans get to see the results, cheering on their team to a win. At Coastline Insurance, we're working hard behind the scenes, preparing for when you need us, because we want our customers to be our biggest fans. Let Coastline Insurance shop your coverage and find out why we say, when we shop, you win. Find us online at coastlineinsurance.com.
Joey and Hannah here from your local Window World. Window World products are hurricane tough.
Today we have a special guest to put our windows to the test. UNCW's Sammy Seahawk. How about we start with 60 miles per hour?
Sounds good to me.
70?
Let's do it.
How about an 80 mile per hour fastball?
Won't be a problem.
Window World.
Built hurricane tough.
Hey, I'm TJ Carter, 2006 CAA Tournament MVP and proud alum. Being a part of a winning culture taught me that success takes communication, trust, and teamwork. That's exactly what I bring every day at Southeast Mortgage. Whether you're buying your first home, moving up, or renovating your existing home, my team and I are here to guide you every step of the way. Together, we'll make your home buying journey a slam dunk. So why wait for overtime? Take the shot, call me today, or visit my website below.
Well, the last week and a half of conference play, we take a look at our Hardy CA standings. UNCW 2 games up in first place, so Coach inching toward a #1 spot, that regular season title as well. I'm sure, a couple things on your checklist heading into D.C.
Yeah, we just have to make sure, Mike, that we stay focused. We can't stumble across the finish line. We have to sprint across, and that starts with us just having a hell of a week. And our guys not thinking about winning the regular season title, not thinking about any of that, just handling these games, these weeks, the same way we've been doing it all year. And that's the main thing. And when we get ready to go out on Thursday night, making sure that we focus on growing. That's the main thing. We can't decline. We have to make sure that we grow. And so that's been the message all week.
Well, let's take a look at the Southeast Mortgage upcoming games for UNCW. As Coach mentioned, it starts Thursday this week at home against North Carolina A&T, second meeting there. Sunday night, 7 o'clock, UNCW in Charleston, and then Tuesday night at Elon to wrap up the regular season. Let's talk about A&T here. You played them the very first conference game. Now this game, they're a very different team. Different lineup the last game for them. They score 102 points. So what are you looking at as you look at the Aggies?
Yeah, you have to take a look at a small snapshot of their last 3 games. They're 2-1. And then you look at their roster, Mike. In my opinion, our coaches agree with this. They have the talent to be right in that little middle pack with all of those teams that are jammed up, fighting for upper seeding. I really do mean that. They have size, they have depth, they're athletic, they have star power with Lewis Walker. So I really do believe that. So for us, we have to make sure that we honor this game and honor them as an opponent and be ready to go out there and fight.
Yeah, Walker, 4-time CA Rookie of the Week, including this week as well, the redshirt freshman, the transfer from UMass. Again, Thursday, UNCW, North Carolina A&T, that game at 7 o'clock. We'll have it for you at 6:45 on Flow College and the Breeze. And then it is Sunday against Charleston at 7 o'clock as well, 6:45 airtime there. And then on the road at Elon on Tuesday, 7 o'clock, 6:45 our airtime as well. Busy final weekend, a week and a half, I guess, to the conference slate for UNCW before the conference tournament. So the Seahawks trying to secure that top spot. Coach, best of luck this week.
Thank you, Mike.
For Takeo Siddle, Riley Nance behind the scenes, Kagan Jackson as well. I'm Mike Vaccaro. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time for our final episode of the Seahawk Basketball featuring Takeo Siddle.